Hello, Unforgettable crew.
Good evening, good afternoon,
Good night. I don't know what time is it around the world to everybody.
and good morning for the Aussies and Kiwis, for sure.
Yes, I can already see some patrons, some apoiadores. They're here. Thanks so much, guys, for joining us today. Yes.
Super happy to be talking to you. It's our very last moments in Brazil and very last moments away from the boat, which it makes us really happy because we miss the Unforgettable so much. And actually, I can't wait to put my feet back on the boat.
Right now, we are in Brazil. It's 8 o'clock in the evening. Diego is having a beer to chat with you guys.
Please, guys, join me on a beer. It's doesn't look nice to drink on your own. In Georgia, it's not the best company right now for a drink.
Yeah, I'm having some water.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'll take these early moments of our live stream to wish you all a very happy new year. All the best. That our plans that eventually got hold last year, that they can develop and be successful this 2021 already with some better news.
Yes, for you guys that are already here, let us know in the comments. Say hello so we can know who is watching.
Thiago is saying it's too early for a beer in Japan. Well, man, it's 8 a.m. in Brazil, 8 p.m. in Brazil. So
well, you can have a coffee, Thiago, maybe. Yes. Hello, people from Brazil, Lucas, Stan, Gilvan from the US. Hello, guys, Dan, Luis from Germany, North Carolina. It's so nice to see people from all around joining us. Thanks so much for being here, guys.
Exactly.
It's 5 p.m. somewhere, yes, for a beer time.
And yeah, guys, we are just like in a crazy rush to make everything ready. Travel has never been so hard, so it's just like lots of paperwork, COVID test, and more paperwork. So this week we decided to make a live stream to let you know what is going on, and it's a good opportunity to be in touch with you.
Yes.
So if you have questions about what we're talking about, you can drop here in the box. But like general questions, we open some time in the end of the live stream. And so if you have questions, you can save for the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, any kind of general questions, we'll be happy to answer. Yes, and the good news is that hopefully, if everything keeps going okay, we are going back home. We are going back to the boat on Monday, so we just have the weekend left.
Yeah, we are packing, and just like we have tons of luggage. This baby has already so way more clothes than I do, and we are running around with this.
Yes.
So our baby is good. He's doing fine.
Yes. Kid. And Ana Laura is asking if you're selling the boat. No way.
No.
Yeah, we are excited to go back. So we leave on Monday. Probably by Wednesday we'll be on board Unforgettable again, and we're gonna talk a little bit about it. But we're really happy. We miss her a lot.
Yeah. So the first thing we plan to talk about you is how does it feel to be away from the boat so much? It's something new for us. We stay away from the boat before, but was always like 1 month maximum.
Never this long.
And yeah, when we left Unforgettable 5 months ago, we thought that would be faster. So we were planning for 2 months. That would be the time that the boat we were working on would sail all the way to Indonesia, and then we could go back. So ended up that we didn't make to Indonesia. It took more time to sail, and lots of things happening, and we end up in Australia. We did the van trip, and at that point we could not return. So we decided to come to Brazil. Was a convenient time, 2 years away from Brazil, and holiday coming. We're missing our family very bad. So we came here and it was great. We had like the best time, family time with Christmas and New Year's. So I feel really recharged. But being away from the boat, it's making me anxious. You know what to expect when we find the boat. We have the reports that Unforgettable is fine and it's floating well. It's all good, but still, I can think about some surprises when we get there.
Yes, we have a person that's taking care of the boat. He is watching the boat for us, and once a week he goes there, open the hatches and air the boat a little bit, turn on the engine from time to time. So just make sure it's floating, and try to keep it as nice as possible. But of course, it's going to be a lot of work when we get back.
The boat is on anchor in a very, very sheltered bay in Tahiti. It's considered a hurricane hole. It's called Port Python. And yeah, the reports say it's good. But the thing is, like, since we moved to the boat, to a sailboat, and started living in a sailboat 5 years ago, more than 5 years ago, I've stayed like 2 months. Georgia never stayed this, not even 2 months away from the boat. And we'll have to readapt to live on the boat because now I'm kind of spoiled. Now I've been living in houses and cars. So yeah, I think it will be natural, but still, last night I was having some trouble to sleep thinking about that. It's like, oh, it will be the same thing. Will I feel any different?
Yeah, so someone is asking about barnacles. So we have a lot of changes when we get back to the boat. And this time of the year, like December, January, is rainy season in Tahiti. So it might have rained a lot. So probably we'll have a lot of mold. When we left the boat, we were a little bit in a hurry. Not a little bit, actually, we were pretty much in a hurry. So we tried to organize as much as possible, but we couldn't do everything we wanted. So I'm sure we're going to have to do a lot of cleaning when we get back. Probably a lot of barnacles too. We did the bottom not too long ago. It was January, but as the boat is on the water all this long, not moving, and it's a very protected bay, so probably our hull is not going to be beautiful.
And yeah, of course, now Georgia cannot help much on this matter.
Yeah.
So I'll have a nice couple of days scraping barnacles. And other thing that worries me, it's leaks. You know, the boat has been exposed to the sun, and all the sealants eventually go bad. And I'll have to replace it. So we'll be leak hunting.
Yeah, because it's always exposed to the sun, but not always in the same place.
Yeah,
kind of the position doesn't change so much, and things on the boat are not opening or closing. Is always like the same.
Just a minute. I'm seeing people from Holland, Canada, Argentina. Thank you so much, guys. It's just like it's.
Yeah, you took the words from my mouth. I wanted to say that.
It's wonderful to see so many people taking your time to be here with us. It kind of made my day already. Thank you so much.
Yes, it's really nice to see this international community from everywhere around the globe. So yeah, I'm really happy with that.
But one thing I would say is I miss the boat so much that I don't mind all these jobs that I'll have to face because I just want to be on the boat. I can't wait to be on the boat, and I know there will be lots of work, but that's all I want. So yeah, and I think that's kind of the purpose, or one of the purpose why we left the boat in the first place. We kind of need a little break after so many years, and yeah, it worked well. Now I want to be on the boat, working and doing on projects more than ever.
Yes, just going back a little bit on what you said, I just want to say also that I'm seeing a lot of known faces here on the chat. Thank you guys so much. A lot of names that I know from the comments on the videos that we see every video. So thank you so much, guys. We appreciate each one of you being here. So just maybe we can talk a little bit about the pregnancy, because a lot of people is curious. So everything is going well. We are doing really fine. It's been 25 weeks now. So we are really excited to get back to the boat, and we're gonna have the end of the pregnancy at the boat. So this will be really different for us. Don't know how it's gonna be to move around with a big belly, but a big bump. But we're gonna manage it. And yes, the baby is gonna be born in Tahiti. That's the plan. Yes.
Yeah.
So he or she, the kid, is gonna be Polynesian. I think it's a really, really nice place to be born. So we are excited about that. Some people asked about the gender, so we already know, but we're gonna tell you next week. Sorry, guys. In our next video, we're gonna share with you the gender and a little bit more about what's going on around here.
Which one's gonna float? Which sink? Next week. I want to tell you, but George is playing hard. She wants to keep for next week, so hold tight.
Yes, guys, and we've been doing good so far. Not all the exams. We've done a lot of follow up here in Brazil, exams, and everything is okay. It's perfect. So we are happy. We are healthy, and we need to travel soon also, because now it's going to be easier to travel.
Yeah, we're reaching the limit also, actually, because after so many weeks, some companies give you trouble to fly. And the
due date is end of April. So just to let you guys know.
End of April, and life will change forever. And excited to see what lays ahead. But on the short term, we have a long journey. Well, I'm sure some of you know we have like a thing called COVID, and it's kind of impacting the planet. And the flight we would take normally to go from Brazil to Polynesia would be an easy ride. We just like one stopover in Chile and then straight to Polynesia. But this flight is not happening. So we cross the Atlantic once. We go to Paris, from Sao Paulo to Paris. From Paris, we fly to Vancouver. And from Vancouver, we go to Polynesia. It's quite a big journey. It's going to take 2 days. We're going to sleep one night in Paris. So this odyssey, it starts next Monday, early in the morning.
Yes.
And we're going to do our 5th COVID test. So have a swab test,
Yes, we're used to it already, I think.
Yeah,
so it's going to be a long journey. It was the only way we found to go back, because other ways are not allowed yet for us to travel. So this was the only possible way, but we are really happy, and we really hope that till Monday nothing changes, please. Because we really want to go back. We have lots of luggage to carry with us.
Lots of luggage.
Yes.
We're going with 2 checked luggage and 2 carry-on each. So there will be 8 volumes total.
One is a backpack or a purse, but actually 6 each.
Plus 1 each, yeah.
So
And
wish us luck, guys.
Wish us luck,
we will let you know when we get back to the boat, when we arrive in.
Yeah, we'll do some updates. If any of you guys don't follow us on Instagram, we try to kind of post some stuff of this journey on Instagram, on the stories. So if you feel like feeling our pain, just like follow us on Instagram.
Unforgettable Sailing.
Unforgettable Sailing.
Yes.
Okay, someone asked about sails, the Woman Sail Contest. Short recap, last year we won a photo contest on Instagram, and that from Woman Sails, and we got a brand new pair of sails, and they're cutting the sails as we speak. We decided for a code 0 as a head sail, since our jib, our head sail is good. So we decided for a code 0 and a new main, and they are cutting. We are deciding final adjustments, and hopefully like within 30 days or 50 days max, we'll have new sails on Unforgettable, and that's really
gonna be
cool.
Exciting. Yes. Thank you so much again, guys, for helping us with this.
And thank you Woman Sails for organizing this contest, and to be helping us developing and cutting these sails.
Yes. And yeah, this is someone is just asking why we are not flying straight to Vancouver, because as you might know, guys, the situation of COVID situation in Brazil, it's quite bad. So a lot of countries are not allowing us to fly through their countries, and
this flight to Vancouver is actually not a flight from Vancouver. It's Air France, Air Tahiti or Air France?
French B.
French B, sorry. French B flight, and it's not like a stop. I don't know the term in English. So we don't even leave the plane. It's just for refueling, rebunkering, and then we carry on. It's not like we are hopping on the plane in Vancouver. No. It's the same flight, touch the ground, rebunker, and then flights to Polynesia.
Yes. And you were talking about the sails. So we also have some projects to do on the boat when we arrive. So we'll be excited when the new sails come. This will be one thing.
Yeah, I have one good story about these projects.
Yeah.
Should I tell them?
Yes.
Well, those who follow us close knows that we've been out of our generator. Our generator has been broke for over a year. To fix a very simple part, which is the start engine for the generator, they asked $600 in French Polynesia, and I refused to pay that because I knew that was a simple fix. But no mechanics in Polynesia wanted to touch that thing because it's old or whatever, and they say no. The only guy who wanted to fix quoted $600. So I said no, and then I put a 7 kilos, something like 13 pounds part in my backpack, and these parts travel to Fiji and then Australia. Also, it traveled 4,000 kilometers in Australia and then to Brazil. So I've been carrying this piece of beep for the whole planet. But I arrived here in Caxias do Sul, which is a very industrial city in Brazil. There's lots of they build trucks and
bus and things like that.
Yeah, bus. So I was sure that here would be the place. And then I was here talking with my father-in-law, Georgia's father, and said, hey man, I have this, I need to fix it. Oh, don't worry, you're gonna do it. And then we went to this guy, and he's just like such a character, and yeah, he fixed it in one day, and he charged me $20. So good job.
$20.
$20. So it was worth all the hassle. And now hopefully
we have to take it back.
Yeah, well, 7 kilos again to Paris.
Yes, this is the funny part that traveled all around the globe, basically.
We should have done just like Amélie Poulain, where we should have put the starting engine in every city. Just
we should have done that, definitely.
Fiji, Sydney, Brisbane, Qatar, Brazil, Paris, Vancouver,
and Tahiti. This would be fun, yeah, definitely. So the part has traveled a lot, and we are actually completing a turn around the globe when we get to Polynesia.
Yeah.
Basically, not all by boat, but since we left, we sailed a lot and then plane, so it's gonna be around. Yes. Oh.
And yeah, well, that's one of the projects. So hopefully you have the generator working, and then you can run the water maker, which will be really needed with the baby. These babies, they need to shower every day, which is odd, but
we don't.
And they cannot even swim as soon as they are born. So we'll have to make water.
Oh my God. Yes, of course, probably because the water maker we haven't used for so long because of the generator probably is going to have some rust and things to work on too. So lots of things to do. If you remember from our videos, it's been a while from our last videos in Tahiti, in French Polynesia, but we are currently without an outboard. So when we get there, we also need to search for a new outboard for our dinghy. Diego is going to have to paddle for the first days, back to paddling life.
Yeah, well, Les is asking how did we learn about all the systems? And it's been a learning process. We didn't know much when we first entered the boat. We started with a very simple boat, Unforgettable one, was a 32 feet wooden boat with just a water pump and just basically I was a chart plotter. That was it. So we've been learning since then, and I don't think that will stop. We keep improving and learning. Sometimes it's a kind of very how do I say? Oh, it freaked me out. Have to deal with so many different stuff. There's always a surprise. But on the following the projects, we made a deal, partnership deal with Xantrex, and they provide like a battery chargers and solar charger controllers. And now we have like a brand new battery charger inverter, really cool stuff, and I'll install it, and we'll show it all to you, the installation
videos,
and all the
yes.
features. So if you're into electronics, electric parts, follow these videos. We'll do a very detailed installation.
Yeah, and also if you have some tips or advice about electrics on the boat, I know this is a very complex, lots of ideas and subject. But anyway, if you have any tips for us, you can let us know in the comments of any video. And what else do we have to do on the boat?
Well, I would like to have an extra solar panel. We have two solar panels. One is working okay. The other one is not efficient at all, because it's from an older generation, and also I think there's something wrong with it. So we replace one, but still I would like another one, and that would be easy enough to install if you have where to put it. But we don't have where to put it, so we have to be creative. So yeah, solar panels. I would like to install a solar panel, and well, that's pretty much will be it. Everything else is more cosmetic stuff. I would like to make our cockpit more kind of comfortable, and I've learned some tricks on our days in the super yacht. So I'm looking forward actually to sand all that thick. Our thick, it's kind of getting tired, and I'll sand all the thick. You kind of trim the rubber and renew the cockpit, make it nice and shiny for the baby. And yeah, well, I think that's a good one. And Rantelix.
Yes, I'm just laughing here because I just see the comment here from Liz Bentley that if there is a school for idiots, and Stan said YouTube, and yeah, definitely we are the idiots that are trying to pass our experiences. But yeah, that's how we've been learning, from doing and also from watching lots of videos.
Yeah, we learn from YouTube all the time. There's a particular one guy who I like to watch. He's called Danger Marine. He's the master of outboard fix. I used his tricks before.
Yeah.
And but this time I don't think he could help me. It was just like a cylinder problem, and that's kind of out of my league.
Yes, we are also learning about babies and stuff on YouTube too, like how to raise a kid and things like that. But some people are asking here about our sailing plans, how long we plan to stay in Tahiti after the baby's born. So actually, we don't know much yet. Also, because of the situation of COVID, we don't know when we'll be able to travel to other countries. So we're just gonna wait till things settle and the world is a little bit better, because we really don't want to skip the places that are between Tahiti and Australia. That's our next goal, get to Australia. But we want to go slowly and stopping in these amazing, beautiful places in the South Pacific. That's a beautiful ocean. So our idea is to stop in Tonga, Fiji, Niue, places that will be really hard to go again in our life. I don't know. Vanuatu, New Caledonia. So we just want to leave when these borders are open. So we are sure we can stop in these places along the way, and we can have some time to enjoy each place because they are so special, so remote.
Yeah, and Fiji also, we left Fiji with wanting more, because we had just a taste of Fiji. We were not there with our own boat, and we are limited which areas we could sail. So I really feel like going back to Fiji and spending a couple of months there. Yeah. It's an amazing place with amazing people, and wow, we want to enjoy all this these islands between they're actually in the Pacific, and there's a lot of sea to see in the Pacific, and that's the plan. We want
Yeah.
to our plan will be that when these places are open and we can enjoy, and of course we need to wait a bit for the
Yes.
baby to
Yes.
be a bit stronger.
In the longer crossings, probably in the beginning, I'm not sure I'm gonna be on the boat, me and the baby. Maybe we fly in the beginning, so there will be some crew opportunities.
Yes,
We always let our patrons and apoiadores to know first about the crew opportunities, and most of the time they end up like filling these spots, but we try to announce to everybody. So when we start doing these crossings back, probably gonna have some spots.
Yeah, and we've done this before, and we met like people who now
So
are
many
super
nice
good
people.
friends.
Yes.
And so if we don't ask for experience,
No.
we just ask for a high spirit and enthusiasm and will to learn and to cooperate. So if you feel like crewing with us, stay tuned. For sure, in this trip between Polynesia and Australia, there will be quite a few spots for crewing, and of whatever switches. Sometimes some people can crew for 15 days or 20 days or 30 days. Everything is negotiable. So yeah, stay tuned.
And we really like to have more people on board. So of course, in the beginning, we're not going to invite you to listen a baby crying. Don't worry. But then we'll be really happy to have you guys.
Oh, there's one thing I want to show these guys.
What is that? I don't know. Okay.
This is Nautica. It's like the biggest in Brazil, and I'm super proud of Georgia. She's featuring.
It's just because he took the picture.
No.
So you get the credits.
No, it's not because of that. It's how do you say? Matéria?
It's an article.
It's an article exactly about a woman who sail, and this is Georgia. And yes,
it was really nice to take part.
Also, there's some other Brazilian sailors here, Brazilian girls.
Yes.
And it's a very nice article telling the story of each one of these girls. And I'm super proud of Georgia here. There she's again on Unforgettable too.
Yes, it was really nice to take part.
So yeah, if you are from Brazil and you haven't seen this magazine yet, it's super cool. It's beautiful. There's lots of interesting information and articles here. Thank you, Nautica, for featuring us on this edition.
Yes. Thank you, guys. And well, if you is there anything specific that you would like to tell?
Well, no. Yeah. So we're getting ready to swim in an ocean of mode whenever we jump on board, and I think that you follow all this on the next episodes. Yes. On the next week, actually, there's also the gender of the baby, and during this time here, during family time, you'll see the build. My dad built a small craft, a 10-foot boat, sailboat, and super cool. He spent this whole year building it, and we could finally splash this boat last week. And we sailed this boat in the beautiful island of Florianopolis, and we're gonna show you the process of building a bit and splashing and sailing. So yeah, it's my dad was super touched with this whole thing, the whole family together sailing the boat he built. And yeah, I think you guys are gonna enjoy it.
Yes, and so we will be happy to answer general questions. If whatever you want to know, guys, just write here on the live chat that we can answer your questions. I already saw some questions. Joe is asking about our source of income, if it's only YouTube or if we have other sources. Nowadays, our main source of income is YouTube, Patreon, and Apoia-se. For you guys that don't know, Apoia-se is a Brazilian version of Patreon, because here we have a different website. So thank you so much to everybody that supports our channel. This really means a lot to us. And so through this nowadays are our main source of income.
There's some extras like our online shop. If you guys want to help us, you can buy some Unforgettable Sailing merchandise. How can we tell? Can we write down the?
Yeah.
It's Teespring.
Teespring / Unforgettable Sailing.
Teespring.com/Unforgettable Sailing.
But I can write in the end here on the description of the video, or here on the chat. Maybe I can
on the chat.
share
yeah. You can say that if you click there.
Yes.
And yeah, there's some cool stuff in there. If you are in Brazil, you can email us, and we have some stuff here, but not so much anymore. But yeah, well, basically we live from the channel, from the videos we make. Eventually, we work on other boats, like the thing we did on the super yacht. But yeah, we
had. Then they help with the expenses from the traveling, so this also help us. And what else? Well, from time to time we do some things that show up, some partnerships, but nowadays, our main job that takes most of our time is here, YouTube.
Are you going to New Zealand? Well, that's a good question. We dream with New Zealand all the time. But it's complicated sometimes, because if you go to New Zealand, there's just like short windows to sail to and from New Zealand. So we have to see how this fits with our plans. But if you don't make it by boat, for sure we're gonna fly there from somewhere, because we just heard great things from New Zealand, and it's one of those places I think you cannot miss it, and I can't wait to be there.
Yes, and everybody tell us people there is really friendly. The country is so beautiful, so we are curious to visit sometime. Also, there is a question if we got the chance to meet with Duca and Roberta. These are our friends from the YouTube channel Odd Life Crafting. If anybody here doesn't know them, it's a really cool channel. They are refitting a completely an abandoned sailboat, so they share all their experience refitting the boat and doing a lot of work, and they are really cool. We try to meet here, but unfortunately we are cities very far from each other now. So
they are close to São Paulo. That's just like
we are in
1,000 miles from here.
Yeah,
and these guys are busy. They never stop. They are now they're gonna change the engine, the main engine of the boat. So they are super busy. We were hoping that we could sail together.
Yes.
But maybe next time, huh?
We were trying to arrange it, but maybe next time we come to Brazil. And by the way, they are here. They are on the chat. Hello, guys. So yeah, maybe on our next time, or you can join us to say Unforgettable sometime.
Yeah. I'm trying to convince them to visit us on Polynesia. Yeah, they're playing hard.
Yes. So guys, for you that don't know their channel, it's called Odd Life Crafting. Just check it. It's a very cool channel.
What else? Are you Brazil? Where is that one?
If we plan to sail to Brazil?
Well, that's a long way ahead. Huh? There's half Pacific Ocean, and then the Indic, and then the Atlantic. Of course, it would be a dream to arrive in Brazil and complete the circumnavigation on the same spot where we left, which is Florianopolis, South Brazil. I dream about that very often. But being practical, it's very far. It's very far because we take our time to travel. We're not we don't have this kind of with like we don't feel obliged to complete a circumnavigation. That would be a consequence of our traveling. So yeah, maybe.
Yes, but it's probably, if we do it, it's gonna take a lot of time. Yes.
Yeah, because I would like to sail the Mediterranean still.
Yeah, some parts of Asia, like Indonesia, Thailand.
It's probably gonna take 5 more years.
Yes. Yeah, what else?
So guys, whichever questions you have, please fire now.
Some people, Felipe is asking which kind of sailboat we would advise for who is starting now, laser? One day he
My
wants to
goal is,
cruise. Yeah.
well, I think to start, it doesn't need to be a laser. Laser is it's a fast boat, and it's not very forgiving. There are boats, small boats that are more forgiving. You know, you won't be in the water every tack you do wrong. But I like the idea to start with small boats. Just for an example, it's pretty much like if you want to ride a motorcycle, you start with a bike. And small crafts, they teach you so much about the handling of the sails, and for sure you can carry this to the bigger boat. And but sometimes people want to start with boats with cabins and stuff like that. That's also okay, but it's nice to start with smaller boats because they are more forgiving. You know, if you do a jibe, if you do a wrong tack or something like that, things that won't be so catastrophic. They can be fun. Of course, you need to watch the boom and don't get hit, don't get hurt, but you won't have like a sail ripped and that costs money or a mast broken. So you start small. It's a nice idea to get the handling. You don't need to buy this boat. You can rent. You can just go to a sailing school. But I like the idea to start with a small boat. I like the idea of kids learning to sail, you know, since because they learn and they never forget. I was now with my brother, and my brother haven't been sailing for the last 20, 25 years, but he used to sail as a kid. And we sailed last week, and you know, I was with him on this small boat I told you about, and I was just teaching him for 5 minutes, and after that he took the tiller and he was just natural. So I think it's nice to start small.
Yes. Also, Thiago is asking how we think the work on the videos and sailing with the baby, how it's going to be. Well, it's probably going to be way more work to do all of this with a baby, but our plans are to keep doing the videos, releasing the videos every week. So we'll try to keep committed to that. Maybe we don't know. We're gonna try. We're gonna test it, but maybe at some point we will need some help from an editor. Maybe just because it takes a lot of time to edit the videos. So let's see if we can manage it. Otherwise, we might ask for some help on this matter, but we will keep filming, and I think it's going to be really hard at the beginning, but we will find our way. Yes.
Yeah, it will be definitely, it's going to be a shock on the baby's firstborn and the first weeks. You know, I don't think there's a way to be fully prepared for that. That's what everybody tell us. Just like, oh no, it's really hard. You can't sleep, and of course this impacts us a bit. But this is our job, and everybody in the world has to deal with work and babies. We also, it's not different for us. We just have to deal with. And we are one thing which I'm proud about us. We deal with difficulties and change. We can adapt to difficult situations. So yeah, we have to endure.
How do you say, like, maternity license?
Paternity leave or maternity leave, yeah.
Yeah, probably we're not gonna have that.
No.
No.
But yeah, so the practical plan is just like to try to film a lot now, and taking advantage that we are super excited to be back on the boat and to be back in Polynesia. So we produce lots of videos and produce lots of content. So in the first few weeks after the baby is born, we have some material ready to publish every week.
Yes. And we really like to do it. We really like to do the videos, of course, and we are way more like happy, and we feel like doing it when we are on the boat. So that's why also we are excited to get back and film the life on the boat, the sailing. That's what we like to share. So that's another reason that we are happy to go back. And also, sorry, Jim.
No, go.
No, just quick, I want to say thanks to everybody that's saying hello, that's saying that enjoy your videos, like the channel, like the editing, the videos. Thank you so much, guys. I really, really appreciate each comment here.
Someone is asking problems on the cyclones in the Pacific. So this season, it's a La Nina season, and La Nina, it's cooler waters in the Pacific, and that's make less of a problem in French Polynesia. Okay, it changes for Fiji and Solomon Island, Vanuatu, but for French Polynesia, La Nina years are less problematic. So thank God this is a La Nina year, and I haven't heard of any cyclone alert, and I hope it keeps like that during the whole season.
Yeah, the season is already in the middle.
Undergo, yeah, it's January, but till April we have risk of cyclones. Hopefully there won't be any catastrophic cyclone, not in French Polynesia or anywhere.
Yeah, I hope the same. And
which redundancy you worry to have on the boat, like spare rudder and so on, so on? Well, in the ideal world, I will have two of everything, two masters if I could, but that's not very practical. I don't have two rudders. We have lots of spare parts, and I think you have to think what can go wrong and have a plan for every situation. That's include a rudder failure or a mast failure or whatever. So you think what goes wrong on other boats, you learn from the others, and you prepare for that. Having two of everything sometimes is not possible, but we do what we can. We have spare parts and ways to jerry rig a lots of things. And yeah, well, the more you read, the more you learn with others, watch videos, docs, and things like that, the more you feel prepared.
Yeah, some things you have to learn to improvise too, because not every time you're gonna have everything.
Have some raw materials on the boat, like wooden planks, fiberglass, metal pieces. So it's kind of changed when we are in a steady place. But before a long passage, I put all sort of weird stuff on a locker, like metal bars and planks and bolts, clamps, and so on.
Yeah, someone is saying a spare hole. Yeah, we would have one if we could, but no way. So exactly, that's and just try to make sure every time we leave for a crossing or things like that the parts we have on the boat, they are all good and working. Of course, things can happen, but we try to anticipate and make sure everything is working fine. Some people, more than one person asked here, when we are leaving to Tahiti, I think you guys that entered the live now, we are leaving on Monday. So just to let you know, so next week we'll be back to the boat.
Yes. Last few days in Brazil, and yeah. It's time enough away from the boat, time enough, and now will be readaptation time. Is anybody else having a beer with me, or am I drinking by myself?
Yes, I think some people might be drinking a beer by now.
Come on, guys, don't let me down.
Yes, what else, guys, would you like to know?
Someone asked about if we met another sailing crew. Someone from, just go up a bit on the chat. Sailing Yala, Sailing Yaba, something like that.
Yaba.
Sailing Yaba. No, are these guys in Tahiti?
No, they are. I think they are also refitting a boat here in Brazil. That big schooner.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Fortunately,
the thing is that Brazil is a really huge country, and we are in very South Brazil now. We are in a city called Caxias do Sul, and it's extremely South Brazil. And also because of COVID, we are trying not to travel much, so we haven't actually been to. We would love to be to many places, meet our apoiadores and patrons, and you guys that watch our videos too. But this time in Brazil, we just had to travel as little as possible. So we just stayed here and we went to where Diego's parents live. So just these two places. And then Yaba and Wildlife Crafting, these guys are all further north, so we couldn't meet this time.
Marcus is asking status of Unforgettable. We talk about that. Unforgettable lays peacefully in Tahiti in a sheltered lagoon. And in a matter of few days we'll be back on board. What kind of skipper license you have? I have a master license from Brazilian Navy, and yeah, that's the only license I have. I plan on have a yacht master, offshore yacht master. In the future, I want to do this course. I think it's really nice, and it's also a good thing to have. You can make money from it, and you learn a lot on this course for sure.
Yeah, Dave is saying that it's too late for a beer. He's already in bed. It's almost tomorrow here. Guys, yeah, thank you so much for being here at this time. I'm sorry we couldn't find a timetable, like a time that would fit to everybody.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, in some places it's late now, others really early in the morning. We try to squeeze as many places as we could in the same
Yeah, thanks so much.
That wouldn't be like
who's staying awake an extra minute.
Yes, thank you so much, guys.
Any other questions?
Yes, I saw something.
And well, would love to hear from you what you want to see next on Unforgettable. If you like to see projects or daily routines, boat life, and yeah, this feedback is really important because our work here it's to entertain and to show you how our life is. But of course, we can put it one way or another. So whenever you feel, you guys run the show, and so write us an email or a comment on YouTube.
Yeah, your feedback is really important. So please let us know which kind of videos do you like the most, and we can try to focus on, because we make these videos for you guys. So if we know what you guys like to watch, this really help us. Yes.
Cheers, Tracy.
Yeah, somebody else is having a beer. Nice.
Mine is done, actually.
Congrats on your boat.
And she's asking if 360 amps is enough. It's depends on your use, really. I don't know. You haven't said if you leave aboard, but the thing about power, it's like how often or how hard you run your fridge. The fridge is really the killer, and how many electronics you have. 400 watts. In Florida, there's lots of sun that can charge a lot your batteries, and if they are in a good status, 360, it's a very good, especially for a 30 feet. I think it's a lot. I wouldn't put more. 30-foot boat with this battery bank will be fine. You can make a party and put music loud.
Can you send us some solar panels? Yes.
Diego rebuilding the engine, please. Dan, no, don't get me started, man. My engine is fine.
Yeah, for you guys that join us after the start, and you are asking where the boat is. The boat is in Tahiti. It's on the water. If we're gonna put the boat in the dry to clean the hull, that's not our plan yet. We're just gonna clean it on the water.
Yeah.
We had the bottom done in January, so it's been a year now. So we hope the paint is still not that bad, and we can clean it with diving gear. You this time. I won't be able
this to time, only this time.
Yeah, well, I usually do the waterline, yeah.
Sure.
That's the worst part.
But yeah, the thing is we plan a yard stay before leaving French Polynesia.
Yeah.
So then we are just like super shiny and ready when we have like all the 4,000 miles to sail all the way to Australia. So now we have just to stay as it is. The boat can handle. It's just been a year. We put some very good paint last time. Yeah. So we're gonna scrape it. We're gonna clean it, and we're gonna sail French Polynesia with this. And then when we are ready to leave French Polynesia, we're gonna haul out the boat and do the whole thing, change through hulls, and make the deck fittings and rudder and all the things.
Because it's quite expensive to take the boat out but not on the dry. So when we do it, we have to do everything we need to do at once, and so we're gonna wait till we really have to do it, and then we do the whole thing once we lift the boat. Yes. Yes. Any other questions?
People asking in a subtitle in Portuguese. We cannot subtitle live, guys. It's really sorry, but thanks for every Brazilian who's struggling here and to understand in English. But on live stream we cannot subtitle. That's not feasible. I'm really sorry. We put a lot of effort to subtitle every video, but on live streams we just can't.
Yes. So sorry, guys. What kind of autopilot do we have?
We have a Raymarine E10. It's a very nice and powerful. It's with a hydraulic piston, yeah. And yeah, it's also something to tweak a bit and to keep an eye on, because it's super important. It's a vital part. We try to take care of it as a baby. Super important part of the boat. It cannot be neglected. And also, before we leave French Polynesia, I'll have a very thorough look at it, make sure it takes us safely, as has always done, all the way to Australia.
Yeah, this is another part that we would like to have spare parts, but as you were saying before too, like we would love to have spare parts from everything on the boat, but it's just not really the reality. Like we cannot. A lot of parts are expensive, and we cannot have just like spare parts from everything.
And there's a storage limit on.
Yeah,
there's a storage limit, but it's not the case of the autopilot. That we could have a space for an extra, at least the hydraulic part.
Yeah, but it's usually quite some money. So if you could have, it's amazing, but it's just not possible for every piece. Yes. Thanks also, guys, for giving some opinions about the videos, what you like most to watch.
You're planning to have the baby while on the boat? Yes, this will be a boat baby.
Yes.
And and I think the baby wants to see the boat as much as we do.
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited to go back to the boat because we are really having a great time here with family and the friends we can see. But our home is the boat, so we feel at home when we are on Unforgettable, and that's really funny because we haven't felt at home on our home for 5 months now. So yeah, we really want this. Just lay down or sit down in the cockpit in the beginning of the day, have a coffee or on the sunset, and just listen to the water on the hull and sleep with the movement of the boat. So I really, really miss that, to have all our stuff in place in our boat, to be able to move our home around. So
we got personally attached to French Polynesia. Super special place. It's beautiful, has a beautiful culture, super nice people, and we have like a cruising community. We have some friends, so it's really home for us. And we've been homesick. This last weeks here had been amazing with family. We're having all the love we need. But now it's time to go back, and as it's just a matter of few days, so the heart start to race, and I'm having kind of channeling a bit, having trouble to sleep. But it's can't wait to be Monday, and there'll be 2 bad days on planes, and then they'll be home.
And we are also happy to get back to French Polynesia, because French Polynesia, it's a very big place, is a very big cruising ground. So there's many islands to visit and to see there, and we haven't seen, and I think we probably won't by the time we leave, but so many places yet. So we can still visit a lot of different and beautiful places and get back to the places we liked the most too. So I'm really happy we're going to have some more time in French Polynesia. Yes. And I think.
Are you going to deliver the baby? I don't fully understand this question, but I'll be around for sure.
Yes, you're gonna be part of it. When is the baby due? The baby is due to end of April, and the gender we're gonna share with you guys on next week's video. so you know if it's a boy or a girl.
But yeah, and interesting episode next week, guys. Stay tuned.
Yes, we also share a little bit of our adventures here in Brazil, our packing and leaving to French Polynesia. But it's end of April.
Well, guys, we are coming to an end. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. It's amazing to have so many people from so many different places here with us. It's really nice to be in touch with all of you. You guys, we just make videos because you guys you watch it and you fill us with energy and nice comments and you give us great feedbacks. And yeah, thank you so much for being around and for sailing with us.
Yes, thank you guys for taking this time to chat with us, for all the nice energies and comments and vibrations that you are sending us, for the congratulations on the baby too. We are really happy to share that with you.
If any of you got here late and this live will be on YouTube, so you can watch the whole thing. We talk quite a few subjects and the near future plans, the projects on the boat, what lays ahead. So if you missed the beginning, just after we finish here, this will be available on YouTube.
Yes, and
well, if I can ask you one more thing, I know it's a lot, but help us reach 45,000 subscribers on YouTube. So give us a shout out, tell your neighbor, your friend who likes to watch sailing blogs and stuff, and help us reaching 45K. We're really honored with this number.
Yes, guys. So our next news are gonna be from French Polynesia. I'm super excited for the videos back to the boat because I'm so excited to get back to the boat and to share videos back to the boat, back to Unforgettable. So I wish you guys all the best and a great year to everybody, and that you keep here traveling with us, following our adventures. And you are really important. Thanks so much. We appreciate each one of you guys.
Bye bye. Thank you so much.
Have a nice evening or a day or night. Yes. Thank you guys. Bye bye.